Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. We've been in the process of finishing up the restoration on this car. I wanted to do the video on it because it's almost completely done. A couple small little things that you probably wouldn't even notice. But I wanted to leave the top up first off because it's brand new. Just put this on. And the reason we have it up is to stretch it out enough so that when you get the car, okay, that it's a lot easier to put up, because these sometimes, if they're down for a long time, can be a little tough to put up because they're still very tight. What we do typically is when we put the cars for a long time is we throw a towel right here in the middle of this backlight, so that when the top folds down, this way it won't yellow, it won't scratch, it won't get cracked, because the towel will protect it from that. So if you're going to keep it down for a really long time, that's a good thing to do. This car also has a hardtop that comes with it too. I'd like to show you that as well. Which gives it a totally different look. You know, it gives it a look of a coupe because it's painted body color. So you can imagine with the top up, this looks great. With the top down, which we're going to see in just a second, what it looks like. But then you go ahead and throw on the hardtop, which is painted all like this, and you have a completely different car, and it's winter-proof and whatever, and you can still enjoy this cool car in the wintertime. It's hardtop for the 230 SL. Nice. All freshly painted to match the car when we did the car too. You can see clearly once this is on the car how much it changes the look. It's got a great looking headliner inside. Wood trim around it. Got great heat in it. It's got disc brakes. You know, it's got all the great features that a Mercedes would have had. Plus this car during its time was very expensive. And as we wander around, you'll see it's nicely restored. It's got great mechanical history with a lot of receipts, pictures, and things like that. And this is a car that you could really enjoy for a long time. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put the top down now and look at it with that. Okay, here we are now with the top down. Significantly different looking car. Awesome styling. We talked about the fresh paint. I want to make sure you guys can come on up here and kind of see the clarity of that. Wet sanded, buffed, polished. You can read all the words in there. Okay, and that's important. You need to be able to see what time it is if you're looking at another car. Pictures can hide a lot of imperfections. Believe me, I buy cars all the time, and I can see those kinds of things. So in this case here, we've spent the money to get you a really nice car. Let's take a peek under the hood for a second. We can see a couple of things, but just to go here, we have power disc brakes. We have radial tires. We have color matched center caps. We have a matching hardtop that goes with it. And just a cool car to jump in and go for a great drive, because first off, they drive great, they have good power, they sound nice, and they have awesome styling. Okay, this is where this separates some cars from others. It takes a lot of time to detail stuff like this. We have a lot of receipts for mechanical. I believe we even have fuel injection rebuild and things like that. So look around for a second, see how clean it is. This is one of those cars too where you could take to dinner on a Saturday night, you know, take your spouse, friend, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, whatever. You could take out in this car on a Saturday night as well as on Sunday, go to a car show. Open the hood, people are going to gather around and go, wow, that is a really good looking car. And you know what's nice too, is you don't have to have, restoring these cars is a full-time job. And you need to work anyway, and it's hard to work and restore a car. In this case here, this is the only way to buy it, because you can buy this car, but you can't restore this car for what you can buy this car for. To restore the car would be significantly more money. So you got your nice tags here showing you the originality of the car. Okay, this is fuel injected, which is really nice because we're talking about a 60s vintage car. Most cars were carbureted back then. Has mechanical fuel injection, power disc brakes, which we talked about. This has power steering also. A lot of nice luxury features on here that we forget to ask about, because you know, today's modern car has all these. Most of the 60s vintage cars didn't have these, but this is why these cars were so expensive, because they were built and they were loaded up with everything from leather seating to the special carpeting, the cocoa mats, and when we painted the car, we painted under the hood and all the door jambs and things like that. So when you went someplace, you wanted to open the doors and show off the car, no big deal. Walk around a little bit more, some of the styling. Great headlights with the falling style here, the great grille in the front, very reminiscent of the 190s and the 300s. But these were just solid built cars. You know, they had great road prowess. Believe it or not, this is a very heavy car for its size and rides on the road really nicely. All right, come check out the trunk for a second. Okay, so we got our twin tip exhaust here. It sounds awesome. okay? And then here, still got great styling. So this is kind of cool. Check this out. When the car came to us, it had sheepskin seat covers on it, and they look really nice. I may put those back on because they're really, really high quality and they're really, really nice. Trunk is detailed nicely. It has an aftermarket CD changer in it, kind of hidden back here. Got the original decals though, so like check this stuff out. Some of the stuff is really, really old. You can't see the dates in there, but some of it's really, really old. All right, so let's check out the inside of this for a second. What I did want to show you though is this right here. This is an option. This is a jump seat. We believe it's a factory optional jump seat where you can add a third person there if you want to. It's got the sound system back here too. It's actually packaged really nicely. Like check out some of these little styling features. You know, they didn't have to put this back here in chrome, but they did, and it looks great. So this is, believe it or not, an original style wood console, okay? Mercedes really believed in gauges. You know, for instance, you got a 7,000 RPM tach, you got a 140 mile an hour speedometer. Full gauges here, obviously a fuel gauge, but oil pressure, water temperature, and really nice things. Part of the restoration of a car is the details, and the details are the things that people don't do, and the reason they don't do them is because they're very expensive to do. For instance, the clock works. We set the clock just a few minutes ago at 3 o'clock just to make sure it worked. It's now 3:10. We're about, doing the video right now. There's another small little feature I want to show you. It may seem cheesy, you may say a big deal, but you know what? It's this kind of stuff that sets these cars apart. Watch what happens when I turn the key in the glove box. It turns the light on, okay? First off, if you need to see down here or light up inside there. How cool is that? These little vents rock in and out like that. When you close the glove box, the light goes off. Just little stuff like that, man. And that's what makes these cars so cool, is that if somebody's done all these little things, that's a lot of fun. It's just a great car to enjoy. I love the big wheel. It's so classic. Like, look at the styling. You might go, well, that's a pretty big wheel. Yeah, you know what? It's a pretty big wheel, but it fits this car so well. It just says, hey, here's what Mercedes did for a really long time. They put a big wheel in here. And the reason why is because it made it so easy to turn the cars. And that's why they handled so well. But you know what? Although these are considered luxury cars, they were sporty cars also. I'd like to start it up for you so you can hear how it sounds, because it sounds really pretty good. And with the fuel injection, I don't have to pump the gas. I don't have to do anything. All right, so we have brand new paint. We got a brand new top. We have nicely restored pieces on the car, detailed trunk, detailed engine compartment. Safety stuff is right. I mean, just all the good things so that you can take this car out and drive it. You know, the idea is that if you buy this car, like, we ship it to you. Shipping is included in the offered price. So, this big tractor trailer pulls up to your house, the back door falls down. Wow, what did Sarah buy, or what did Jimmy buy? The neighbors all come out to look, and the elevator comes out, it lowers the car down, and out floats this beautiful red Roadster, you know? And all you have to do, because we've put a temporary tag on it, we've changed the oil, checked the coolant, checked the brakes, done all that stuff. All you have to do is get whoever it is you want to go for a ride, and go for a ride. Put the key in it, already have gas, and off you go. That's the experience that we're hoping you'll have. Anyway, 230 SL, 66. This is that classic styling of this era, and it's an awesome, awesome piece. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000, and we'll tell you all about it.